welcome to day number 4. Welcome to day number 7. Day number 12.
Welcome to Do It Heartily.
Hello, my name is Pastor Edwin Lugo, and I am the pastor of Pioneer Baptist Church in Wilsonville, Oregon. If I look familiar, that's probably because not too long ago I took many of you through a study through the book of Esther. And today I am back to start a study with you through the book of Ruth. Pastor Adam has asked me to do this, and so I want to help him out with that. I don't know why, but he seemed to like the way that I went through the 2 books of the Bible that are named after ladies, after females, the book of Ruth and the book of Esther. So we're back to do that. I did this on Wednesday night with our own church family. So one of the things we did just for fun, we did a couple things at the very beginning. I'll do them with you here as well. You can see them here. Let me see if I can get it right here. Right here on the screen with me. Fact of the day. Every time we're together, I'll share a fact of the day. I'll ask a question of the day and give you a joke of the day. Just for useless knowledge to use around the dinner table. I don't know. Whatever you want to use it for. But today's first fact of the day. Did you know? Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. That Venus is the only planet in our solar system that spins backwards. Why it spins backward? I don't know. But everything rotates one way, and Venus says, I'm going to be different. I'm going to be my own person. You know, my kids, I don't know what words kids use, and one of my kids has stopped using the word, but he used to refer to it as normie. You know, somebody that's normal, someone that does like something that everybody else does. Venus is like, I don't want to be a normie. I'm going to spin the other direction, unlike everybody else. So there you go. Venus is the only planet in our solar system that spins backwards. There you go. Question of the day. Here is the question of the day. Just something for you to think about. Maybe comment in the comment section because everybody's different. Love to hear all of your answers to the question of the day. Here's the question of the day. What is your favorite thing to do at home? What's your favorite thing to do at home? Now, here in Oregon, we have a rainy season that goes from about October through April or May, so about 6 months. It's not like thunderstorm downpour, but it drizzles and rains, and so you spend a lot more time indoors than the other parts of the year. Sometimes we won't see rain from like July through September sometimes. But we spend a lot of time indoors, and so we spend a lot of time in our homes. What are some favorite things you do at home? Let us know. I love to play board games. I love to watch sports. I like to read. A lot of things I like to do in my house, just spend time with my family. And so those are some things I enjoy doing. Let me know what you enjoy doing down in the comment section. And today's joke of the day. All right, joke of the day. Most of you probably already know these things, but maybe again you get a good laugh out of them. A lot of people think they're dumb, but I think they're funny. I laugh at them, so it gives me the heart. The Bible says that a merry heart doeth good like a medicine, and so I think it's good to laugh, good to smile. So hopefully you can put a smile on your face. Here's the joke of the day. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? This is a baby calf that was born not too long ago that just has 2 legs. It is not a deer. It is not a giant rabbit. That is actually a baby calf with just 2 legs. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? Ready for the answer? If you know it, put it in the comment section before I say it. It's going to timestamp it. Find out if you're lying. Lean beef. That's what you call a cow with 2 legs. It might be leaning forward a little bit. Yeah, there's nothing to hold them up on the front. Lean beef. That's what you call a cow with 2 legs. Anyway, I hope maybe you got a laugh out of it. If not, maybe you can share it with somebody else. And maybe somebody will laugh at it. And again, that merry heart doeth good, does good like a medicine. All right, let's jump into the book of Ruth. Now, today, I'm just going to do some really introductory stuff with you. I want to kind of set the stage and let you know what's going on, who's a player in this story, you know, who all the pieces are, what everything means. And so this is really important because it's going to kind of set the stage for everything else that we look at when we get into the book of Ruth. And so we'll start that next week. But this week we're going to set the stage, let you know who everybody is. We'll look at a couple verses to kind of help explain the context and everything that's going on. In the book of Ruth, though, there are three main characters. Now, there's more than just these three characters, but these are the three main ones, and I want to share with you who they are. The first one is a lady by the name of Naomi. Okay, and Naomi was married to a man named Elimelech, and Elimelech was from Bethlehem, Judah. Now, does Bethlehem, Judah, Bethlehem sound familiar at all? You know anybody else that's from Bethlehem? You know a couple people that are from Bethlehem. I bet you do. Let us know who they are. But she married a man named Elimelech, who was from Bethlehem, Judah. They had two sons whose names were Mahlon and Chilion. Okay, Mahlon and Chilion play a part, but they're not main characters. Their mom, Naomi, is. She marries a man named Elimelech. They have two sons, Mahlon and Chilion, and each one of their sons had a wife. Their wives' names, one of them married a woman named Orpah, and another one married a lady by the name of Ruth. So Ruth and Naomi are related by law. Ruth is Naomi's daughter-in-law. Naomi is Ruth's mother-in-law. That's kind of how the connection is for those two people. But the first important person is Naomi. Now, just a side note, more fact of the day, Orpah. That may sound familiar. If you actually switch around the R and the P in the name Orpah, it spells Oprah. And actually, you're familiar with Oprah. Oprah's parents intended to name their daughter Orpah. But when they wrote her name down on the birth certificate, they actually switched those letters and came up with her name, Oprah, instead of Orpah. So just another fact of the day to throw in there. But she was also one of Naomi's daughter-in-laws. But again, she's not a main character. But I wanted to let you know who Naomi was, who she's related to, all of those kinds of things. The next major player was Ruth. And Ruth is, again, daughter-in-law to Naomi. We're going to read later on that her husband passes away. Her husband dies. And she becomes a widow. By the way, Elimelech, Naomi's husband, dies. Orpah's husband dies as well. They all die. And all of these ladies become widows. But Ruth is the daughter-in-law to Naomi. Her husband dies. She becomes a widow. One thing that's different about Ruth and Orpah is that they are Moabites. They're not Israelites. They're not Jewish people. They are from Moab, which is actually many times an enemy of Israel. But that's what she is. And she's obviously the namesake of the book of Ruth. And so we're going to come back to her. The third major player is a man by the name of Boaz. Boaz, as you can see there, was a prosperous farmer who's actually related to Elimelech. And so down the line, we'll see that Boaz takes a certain interest, a romantic interest in Ruth. One of the other things that's interesting about Boaz as well is that we find out that he is also, and we'll see this later on, an ancestor to Jesus. Basically, Boaz has a son whose name is Obed. Obed has a son whose name is Jesse. And Jesse has a son whose name is David, who becomes King David, right? So Boaz is actually King David's great-great-grandfather, right? And Jesus comes from the house of David. He comes from the family of David as well. So this is really interesting. That Boaz is an ancestor to David. He's an ancestor to Jesus. And so he plays a major part in the book of Ruth as well. So those are the three main characters: Naomi, Ruth, and Boaz.